Hi, it's Olivia, and today I'll be doing a original tag, which is exciting. It's called the End of the World book tag. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am absolutely fascinated by natural disasters. But I didn't want to do a natural disasters book tag. I wanted to add in some other things. There are 8 questions in this tag, and they're related to scenarios in which the world would end. I'm going to be honest, those are some of my favorite movies to watch, where there is some sort of impending doom to all of mankind. Maybe this tag would have been better suited in 2012. But anyway, let's get on with the tag. Number 1 is an earthquake, and I mean like San Andreas type of earthquake going on. Also, is there anyone else who thinks that like in movies like San Andreas and 2012 that the magnitude that they're giving these ridiculous earthquakes is way too small? I think the one in San Andreas he said was like a 10.0. It looked like it was 20 or something. Anyway, with earthquakes, the ground is separated into multiple pieces. So for this question is, what's your favorite book with multiple perspectives? I don't really care if you're tired of me talking about this. It's underrated. Unwind by Neil Shusterman. I talk about the same books all the time. But this was not only like the first book that I really enjoyed the multiple perspectives, but it's like my favorite one because he handles it so well. I wasn't bored with any of the characters, and as you go on, there's like side characters who'll sometimes get their perspective in here too. Like you get another angle of what's going on, and it's just really well done. I really love these books. Alright, number 2 is an asteroid. That's always a fear that we're gonna get obliterated by some massive rock from space, but when it does happen, at least in movies, you can see the asteroid coming at you. There's time before the asteroid strikes. You are watching it coming. So for this one, the question is, which book did you completely see the plot twist coming for? Like, you saw it a mile away. I'm gonna have to go with Everything by Nicola Yoon. I thought that this book was so predictable. Like, I almost, even from the synopsis, I feel like I guessed the plot twist at the end. Number 3 is an epidemic, a disease that is just wiping out our numbers. Side note, leave in the comments, what's your favorite movie with some sort of disease like that? I gotta say World War Z is pretty awesome, and the zombies, that isn't a disease, that is an epidemic. The question for this is, what book does everyone seem to have that you don't want? Like, you have no interest at all. I want to say it was a few weeks ago, that book Caravel by Stephanie something. It kept popping up all over on BookTube. Maybe it was more of a sponsored thing, like maybe the publishers are really trying to hype it up, but I don't care at all. It just doesn't seem interesting. Number 4 is movies do this all the time when it comes to end of the world type of stuff. Tsunamis. Obviously, with the tsunami comes massive flooding, so the question for this one is, which book has just flooded your thoughts, it's taken over everything, or it was just on your mind for a while? I'm going to use 2 books to answer this question just because they're on my mind for very different reasons. The first I have is The Little Prince. The message in The Little Prince is something that has stuck with me, and I think it'll stick with me the more I read it in the future and just all my life. But the message definitely was on my thoughts for a while. And then the other book, because the finale is coming out in 1 month, I can finally say, is A Court of Mist and Fury. I've talked about it a million times. I don't think I've ever reread so much of a book. Like, I reread my favorite scenes from that book all the time. I've just never been as obsessed with the book that much. Number 6, Alien Invasion, another favorite in Hollywood of A Way for the World to End by the hand of aliens. Again, in the comments, what's a favorite alien movie? I love War of the Worlds, and the noise that the aliens make. Yes. Anyway, the question for this one is very simple. What is your favorite sci-fi novel? And while this is a very simple question, I am going to not even answer my own question for my own tag, because I sat here for like a solid 10 minutes trying to think, and I can't decide on my favorite sci-fi novel. I just can't do it. But if you're able to do it, answer away. Number 7 is artificial intelligence. So, robots, computers taking over the world, technology, all that stuff. And so for this question is, what's your favorite book that you've read on a piece of technology? Whether that's your phone, the computer, a Kindle, a Nook, whatever it is. I don't have a Kindle or anything, I just have, you know, iBooks on my phone, and I just got the Kindle app, but I've only ever read like one series on my phone, and that was the Luck series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. It was like a guilty pleasure because it was such a cliche little series, but it was addicting. I just could not stop reading it. So I'm gonna have to pick the Luck series, and I don't really have a particular. They just kind of blend together in my mind. Like that whole series is like one long book. Number 8 isn't really a scenario. It's end of the world movies. These movies are always going to be made, probably until the world ends, but also along with natural disaster movies and alien invasions and all this stuff, book adaptations. They're going to continue to happen. So the question for this one is, which book to movie or to TV show, whatever, what book adaptation are you most excited about? It has to be something that obviously hasn't come out yet. For this one, I chose Wonder by R.J. Palacio. This is going to be a movie. I forgot when this is going to be released. I want to say towards the end of this year. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. So there's the tag. Anybody can do this, but I'm going to tag some people specifically in the description. If you want to talk about anything related to end of the world movies, by the way, I clearly really enjoy them. So feel free to chat it up in the comments. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in another video. Bye.